Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, what keeps us inspired? What keeps us playing the game of tennis? Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I got Coach Rob with me here. This video was originally about keeping you inspired to play the game of tennis. And, you know, in my mind, a lot of people are product junkies and, you know, the newest racket, you know, the newer, longer racket, or the new Head Speed Pro that just came out, or a new string, a new grip, a new dampener, a new string tension. Like, in my mind, a lot of that stuff helps to keep us inspired and wanting to keep going out and playing the game, because we want to try something new and seeing if it affects your tennis and make it better. Coach Rob doesn't think that way, though.
Well, there's people both ways, right? There's some people that are super into all of the nuances and the newest and the latest and the greatest, and they have the income to be able to afford, let's go try this, let's get that, let's do this, and that's fantastic, and that keeps pro shops and the tennis market booming and the industry going. So, but there's also people that just love to go play, and they're not looking to really maybe play lessons. They're not looking for lessons. They're not looking to compete in tournaments. They just like to go play with their friends. They want to be social. It's part of what they do in terms of their routines. It's exercise. It's fun, and exercise. So it's, everybody's a little different, obviously. So it's what brings you back to the court is hopefully the enjoyment of hitting the ball.
So what you bring up is true. I mean, I've had a tennis partner for over 20 years without, and not you, but a different person. And if it weren't for him dragging me out every week, or if it weren't me dragging him out every week, you know, we wouldn't have been playing for 20 some years. So that part of it is, you know, the camaraderie, the updates of our lives, our families, the holidays,
the social side of it.
Correct.
Which is, you know, a huge energy release. It's a huge enjoyment of socializing and getting out and exercising and hanging out with friends.
Yep.
Or
like,
family.
What other sport can you socialize, get exercise, maybe get a drink at the end, maybe get 2 drinks at the end, you know, all within like...
That could defeat the exercise part,
but then the socializing and exercising puts it all together.
Right.
You know, and all within like, let's say an hour and a half.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So that's what keeps us playing. I mean, in my mind, for some people, as simple as a new grip, you know, can, you know, boost our energy level, and our wanting to try the grip on the court, keeps us inspired. Now, there's a reason why, you know, racket companies change rackets every 2 years, even though they are doing so well. I mean, I've seen rackets that are at the height, at the peak of their sales, and literally change. And I'm like, why? But it's the company's job to keep their thing rolling and to keep you inspired to want the latest and the greatest for that type of a person.
Or they think their improvements are going to make it better.
They always say that.
They do. And it could be the newest and latest and greatest, whatever, frame feature, string feature.
Right.
Now we've got millions of strings, right, that are out there with shape string, soft string, poly string, this string, so if you can feel the nuances and the change and that intrigues you, great. You know, there's lots of people that are very into that meticulous, you know, they can feel 2 pounds of difference of tension. And there's guys that haven't strung their racket in 3 years and or even changed their overgrip.
That's true. That's true. Let's not forget color. Let's not forget color.
Right.
I mean, I had to, when I was a kid, I had to cut out my natural colored string, not natural gut, because even as a kid, I probably would hopefully know better not to cut out natural gut, because I had to have yellow strings. It was Bow Brand Super Spin, and it was yellow. And I had to have yellow on my racket.
I thought there was I remember like a Prince, was there a Prince yellow?
Topspin.
Topspin, yeah, Topspin, I think it was.
That came in yellow too.
Right.
And I used that too. And yellow was
made it harder for your opponent to see the ball coming off the racket.
Correct. Because
I remember that.
The string was yellow, the ball was yellow, and it kind of blended in together. Did it really work? Probably not. But it was
up here.
Definitely nice to think it worked. Now, with, let's say, this new racket, we have Auxetic 2.0.
Terrific.
Right? I mean, it's kind of the same color. It's no longer a gloss finish, but it's not standard Auxetic. It's Auxetic 2.0. All right. So
that's great.
So the features is, you know, you get more feel, dampening, you know, in the handle versus just the bridge. That's how they're describing it as. And definitely that can inspire you to get the new version, aside from maybe a Djokovic or a Sinner or somebody else using a newer version of a racket.
Right. Well, and a lot of times you can, you know, when new stuff comes out, if you're, you know, at the shop or you're the pro, hey, I got this new racket. Anybody want to try it?
Right.
And some guys go, oh yeah, I want to try it. And some guys are like, no, I'm good. I'm happy with what I got. I'm not ready to switch. I don't want to fall in love with something that I'm going to have to go buy. So, you know, everyone's obviously a little bit different. And some of the rackets, they're like, hey, I'm ready to change. It's been a while. Some are like, I'm good.
Right. So it just depends on who you are. Some people are, I got this one racket, I've had it for 20 years, and I'm never going to change. These strings are going to be here until I break it. And I'm just out here for exercise, a little fun, and
some sun.
Exactly. And then you got your other extreme where I need to change everything. I need to try everything until there is no end.
They like to tinker.
Right.
And that's great for those people that find the things that they like to tinker and they can feel the difference. Awesome.
Right.
Your
Definitely.
tinkering was paying off.
Yeah, and so that's the thing.
Like if we didn't tinker, we'd be using poly at 65 pounds and our arms would fall off.
Right.
Like, no, you have to string them looser. Oh, okay. Well, I'm used to stringing them at 65. Well, you better change.
Yeah. So that you bring up a great point, because I feel like the people who are stuck in their ways.
You mean use pro staffs and play with NXT?
Exactly. Will continue no matter what you say. Like, even though you say 65 not good for you, they'll just keep doing it because that's what they know, that's what they're used to, and there's nothing that anybody can say except for maybe tennis elbow or breaking their arm or a doctor saying, this ain't good for you, to change their mind. Yeah. I mean, I have to say, though, as a person who was similar to that person, you know, I use this and this is what I do, for doing that for 15, 20 years, coming out, and before, everybody would hand me something, I was like, yeah, I know it's going to feel like so-and-so. So I have it in my mind, how it's supposed to feel and how it's going to feel, and I feel like I've taken those thoughts and put it into what I'm looking for, you know, and then I've opened my mind because I literally couldn't find my racket anymore, and suddenly it opened up to everything. And now I'm very, very sensitive to changes. And that's how, I've made so many changes in the last, I probably made the most changes in the last 3-4 years than I have in my whole life. So I got new racket change a couple times now. I'm going back and forth with a couple of strings.
Is that helping you watch the ball and keep your head down?
No, you are.
Oh, okay.
Actually. Yeah, I can only hear so many times, like, is there something I'm missing?
What's up there that's so interesting to look at?
And I'm like,
the ball's down here. Contact.
Right.
Become one with it.
Right.
Find that interesting.
Right, exactly. See, that's the thing. I want to get better. I'm sure all of you or most of you want to get better. And you sometimes need somebody to watch you, whether it's a coach or a friend or your parent or even your child. Sometimes you got to find somebody you respect to listen to, because some of those people you just kind of just goes right over your head. So I respect you, and I don't want you to run around because of me. So I stopped looking at birds, and I've made a concerted effort to keep a rally going.
Yeah, you mean see the ball bounce and then be able to hit it back where you want it to go?
Yes, and literally,
right.
here.
I bet everybody else you hit with must appreciate that.
Right. So that was the thing that inspired me. It was like, I got to keep this rally going. I got to stop looking at the birds. Because when I think of birds, I think of you. It's like, stop looking at birds.
Okay.
And
hummingbirds.
That's what keeps, like, any freaking thing.
Okay.
Freaking thing. So, but thank you. No,
sure.
I've also been, Coach Good, check this out. SwingVision got new commercial out.
Oh.
Check out his James Blake and Roddick. Oh my God. He's still playing?
I mean, he's still playing.
Whoa. What? Dude.
That's damn fast.
I can do it, dude. Back in the day, I could do that. I could totally do that, dude. You can do that. Let's go, man. We can show them how it's done. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
All right.
85 miles per hour.
That can't be right.
No, that's definitely right. Man.
88 miles per hour.
That's not a gigawatt.
One more. Watch me.
78 miles per hour.
Hey, man.
Something wrong with this program.
Nah, that's just you, bro.
You try.
Fine,
Let's
okay,
see what
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You're going to go 69 right here.
127 miles per hour.
You can check out your serve speed on SwingVision 2.
Doc, we got an issue.
And I've been breaking it out a lot. It's called FastTrack Tennis. We brought it out before.
Uh-huh.
And when when it's raining this time of year, I've been trying to concentrate on, since the ball's kind of being hand tossed me, I kind of just make sure I
watch the seams, look at the label,
watch the little dot that's on there,
moving,
and kind of hit, and then make sure that, so this is the one thing that I can't do. I do this, and then I do this. I know in pictures, pros, right? It's literally almost like this, right? This shoulder almost hits this and then kind of brings it up like that. It's really fast and it's really hard. Most people do this, right? And it's really fast, and you frame shots doing that.
And you're using the expensive part of the racket.
Right. You're actually using the racket, though. Don't need strings if you're going to do that.
Now that might take some interesting patience on your opponent or partner.
That'll keep my eye on the ball. Don't take the strings out and see what happens.
We could use the 6x6. If that one racket we have where it's just got like 6 mains and 6 crosses, and it's just a sweet spot right here. And if you miss it, it'll go right on through.
We've never done that before. We've talked about it.
We'll have to bring that out.
Okay.
Give me another video.
There you go. So see, this is the thing I'm talking about, right? We bounce ideas through each other. We keep each other kind of going and inspired for testing, seeing what's available out there, seeing what we can create, checking out the new toys when possible. But it's about the camaraderie. It's about the togetherness, and
it's about the two of us sitting here babbling.
Exactly, which is cool, right? We hope
you never know what's going to come up.
Exactly. We should do a live stream with both of us and just kind of take questions. What do you guys think of that? Let us know what inspires you to keep playing the game of tennis. And if it's nothing and you're just self-motivated, let us know that, because tennis is great. And let us know, though. All right? Coach Rob, thank you for your time.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you for your tennis knowledge.
You're welcome.
And keeping it real.
Keeping it real, right.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.